I think the Giants match up really good with the Eagles. I hope they don't fall in the trap because they should willingly, go in there and really control this football game. The Eagles, no weapons on the outside. I have a hard time imagining any of those guys getting open throughout the day. I would think Lane Johnson's not going to be exactly full strength Lane Johnson. And the Giants offense, I'm sure, will struggle to a degree. That's what they do. But Eli's smart, and I think Eli's going to get his game together here. He certainly looked better last week.
He did look better last week, but, this is the interesting thing. When you take a look at what Philadelphia did last week against Baltimore, it's exactly what you're talking about. It's fourth quarter. They drive down. They score a touchdown. They kick the extra point. The game's going to be tied. What does Doug Peterson do?
Go for two.
Screw it. I'm going to go for it. Yeah. I'm going to try to win the game right here, and we're going to call it a day and go home. And fortunately for the Baltimore Ravens, they kept the Philadelphia Eagles out of the end zone for the 2-point conversion. But that's exactly what you're talking about. There is no pressure. Now it's all about going out there and having some fun. And I saw that Monday night with the Carolina Panthers. For the first time in a long time, Cam Newton looked like he was having a fun, great time. He was smiling and everything else. I don't know about if you saw this the way I saw it on Monday night. Cam Newton's not the same player he was last year, and it's because of the way that they're calling games and the way now they feel like they have to protect him.
Mm-hmm.
And with all the noise coming out of Carolina from Game 1 against the Denver Broncos on Thursday night, all the way through the season where he did get knocked out in the game against the Atlanta Falcons with a concussion.
Yep. His own fault.
Well, that was his own fault.
Yes.
But with all the noise and the audience with the commissioner and everything else, he needed to have a game like that, and he had it. And that's the danger of playing a team that basically is on the outside looking in.
Mm-hmm.
They show up. It's Monday night. Everybody's relaxed. Coaches are aggressive. They're calling balls, for down the field and everything else.
Right.
And the Washington Redskins basically laid an egg.
Without a doubt, laid an egg.
And that's a good thing for the Giants, actually. Because that means there's quite possibly Week 17 won't mean anything for either team.
Right.
And as long as the Giants take care of business tonight. So the Giants have, on Thursday night, Giants have a huge game Thursday night. And everything's on the line for them. They have not accomplished anything yet. I would imagine any coach you've ever had in your career would go in there and they would say, look, guys, we haven't done anything yet, and keep guys on edge. That's the one thing about, I think, the Giants, because of who they had to play the last 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Matthew Stafford, Ezekiel Elliott, Dak Prescott, all these teams that are in first place, it makes you want to stay on edge, makes you focus on your game plan. And now comes a short week